right, sons, everybody. Welcome back to Ordinary Adventures.
In July, Walt Disney World reopened, and we showed you how Galaxy's Edge had changed since the pandemic. And now, more changes have happened, so we're here to show you what else has changed in Batuu.
Will Savi's workshop ever reopen?
Might they build a second Cantina?
Is Baby Yoda coming to Batuu?
Will we be getting color-changing Legacy Lightsabers? What a specific question.
Yeah.
Come with us on this adventure. Since we launched this channel, you know that we have been all about Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
So I feel like even though we can't go in Disneyland is not open yet, we have to provide the updates because there's been so much changing going on.
Yeah, there's so much going on in Batuu East. It makes me jealous that we're not there.
As we've shown you before, Mandalorian's helmet and rifle has always been in Dok-Ondar's. It's always been a part of Galaxy's Edge, even though Mandalorian is set a few decades before the events of Galaxy's Edge. Apparently, word of this mysterious child of unknown alien origins who has Force abilities has made its way all over the galaxy in that time. So much so that the Toydarian Toymaker has started to make some of her signature, plush, stitched, stuffed animals of the child.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, and these aren't like the Baby Yodas or the child plushes that you can buy in the world of Disney or in Disney World or Build-A-Bear. These are in the style of all the other stuff that you can buy from the Toydarian Toymaker.
Yeah, they're so cute. I love the style of these toys.
Yeah. Are you gonna buy one?
Yes. I want to go to Orlando so I could get this Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda doll. I need it.
Well, they sell them for $22.99 if you can find them. They've been selling out quite often.
Yeah, get one before I get one. Before I buy them all. In case you're unaware, there's this thing at Disney parks called the magic shot. It's where you get your photo taken by a PhotoPass photographer and they insert a magical little image next to you.
Yeah,
I'm doing right now while I'm editing this video.
Yeah, and one of our...
Wait, look at it.
Wait,
Do you
what
see
is
it?
I don't know what it is.
Okay, well.
It's not really there.
Yeah. Anyways.
In one of our videos, you got a photo with a porg.
Yeah, we actually made a whole video about photo tips and tricks in Galaxy's Edge. And they had a porg magic shot and they also had a Salacious Crumb magic shot. And now they have a child magic shot and it looks awesome.
So I guess people that are fanatical about canon, the question is, does the child look the same during the events of right after The Last Jedi, since that takes place, 30 years after we have seen the child in Mandalorian Season 1?
I would say he does, because Yoda is what, 900 years? I think that species just takes a really long time to age, right?
I guess that makes it 10 human years for every 1 year of Yoda, right? That would make the child who is 50 years old, he's probably the equivalent of 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah,
He walks and stuff.
Yeah, all this math is hard. But it makes sense. It you know what? You're right. It doesn't. Because the magic shot is so cool. It's Baby Yoda in his little crib floating beside you. How badly do you want a photo?
I mean, I photoshopped one for the thumbnail image of this video.
Yeah.
So I guess we don't need to go.
I want the photo in Batuu with the actual child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In our last video, we mentioned how some of the stores in Galaxy's Edge are closed. Well, actually, not just in Galaxy's Edge, but all around Walt Disney World. But in Galaxy's Edge, the Resistance Outpost, those little carts, they're completely closed down, and there was no place to buy Resistance gear.
Yeah, what the heck?
Well, they have made some changes. They've moved all of the gear from those carts over to the marketplace in Black Spire Outfitters. That's the place where you used to buy Jedi robes, and Rey's outfits. And they've moved all those things into Dok-Ondar's. It's like a cascading domino.
And then they moved all the lightsabers that were in Dok-Ondar's into Savi's.
That is true.
It makes sense why the Resistance stuff wasn't in the Resistance area, because that place gets really crowded with people waiting for Rise of the Resistance, so they probably didn't want, like, more lines.
And it's also, like, it's hard for one cast member to keep track of 2 whole carts and people are touching things and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, so over in the marketplace, they can keep control of it because they only allow one person into each of those shops at a time. That said, I'm not sure it's smart for the Resistance to set up shop in the marketplace when the First Order has just landed on Batuu and is, they're trying to keep a low profile. That's not smart, Resistance. What are you doing?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Speaking of the First Order supply was also closed. That has reopened. So you can now buy your First Order gear over at...
Thank goodness. I feel like that's a shop that we never go in. Once we go back to Galaxy's Edge, we just spend some time in there and look at that stuff.
They do have that one big flag. I want that, that First Order flag. I
that
think
would
it's
be
kind of cool.
Yeah. We could hang out from our balcony.
Yeah.
I like that idea. I want a big flag that looks like my shirt.
Coca-Cola flag?
Yeah. And Sprite and Diet Coke and Coke Zero.
What I want is a miniature, an action figure of that Coke droid card.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should sell that.
Me too.
We're nerds.
We want the dumbest things. It's okay though.
So one of the big losses to Galaxy's Edge from the pandemic is Savi's workshop. That's what a lot of you guys were upset about in our comments from our first video.
Well, I don't blame you. It's you plan your trip for so long specifically so you could build a lightsaber, and then you come to find out uh-oh, it's closed. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, they've basically turned Savi's workshop into a Legacy Lightsaber shop. It's funny, now if you go to Savi's, they tell you that Savi and his gatherers are out on a mission to find more scrap metal across the galaxy. So that's how they're explaining it in the storyline. We theorized in our last video that the reason why they shut down Savi's was probably had to do with safety, as there's too many people in this very small enclosed environment. One possibility we did not mention that came up in the comments and many Disney sites have brought up since is that it might have to do with some labor union disputes with the Walt Disney Company. I'm not sure if you know this, but some of the cast members are unionized, and a lot of those unions made agreements with Walt Disney World when they reopened. One of the unions didn't, and that is the Actors Equity Association. Those are the people that run the stunt shows. Those are the people that run the animal, show at Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
Which has got drastically rewritten because those guys are gone. And it's also the gatherers in Savi. So they wanted a testing site for cast members and their families for COVID. And as of August 12th, Disney reached agreement with them. So the question is, will Savi's now return to Batuu, or is it too much of a liability because of the safety reasons we said? We don't know.
We really don't know.
Yeah.
We gotta think maybe. I would think so, but it probably won't be for a couple more months if they were to do it. Just speculating. I don't know.
The thing is, if you run Savi's at 1/3 capacity, it was hard getting a reservation anyways.
Yeah.
I feel it would be
Oh boy, getting comfortable on the couch, huh? He's enough of this lightsaber talk. I'm trying to sleep.
Disney might wait a little while.
One of the best, most affordable, just coolest souvenirs that you could get in all of Galaxy's Edge is this thing called a Spira. It is basically just a Disney gift card, but what's cool about it is shaped like Batuuian currency. It is this copper goldish color, and all you have to do is load it with $100, and then you get to just use it as a gift card around Batuu. It makes you really feel like you're part of the world.
And then after you spend it, you get to keep this little...
So it's you were gonna spend that $100 anyway, and then you get a cool gift on top of it. Well, now they have a Silver Spira.
Yeah.
How excited are you?
That is the good news, and I have one of them right here.
Ooh.
Actually, this isn't one of them.
Oh, yeah, that's
a fan-made.
I was where'd you get that?
So there's a company that makes copies of Spire in different metal currency. Probably not legally.
Yeah, and you've got them all.
But I got one. It looks kind of like it. Anyways, go on.
So these are basically the same thing, but there's a catch.
Yeah.
You still have to put the $100, but there's also a $5 processing fee.
Basically, they're making you spend $5
Yeah,
for
so for the actual Spira itself, it's $5, which still not that bad, right? I don't know. You're still going to get a few, probably.
I'll still do it. I still think for $5, it's a good deal, but it isn't as good of a deal.
Another one of the small differences is they now come in a black folder, and it says in Arabic, "May your deals go well."
Yeah. And on the inside, it says Disney gift card in Arabic.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And the other thing you want to know is they're available in Droid Depot just like the other Spira were. By the way, in our past video when we talked about the Spira, I called it Spira because I didn't know how it was pronounced, but apparently it's like the Spires. So Spira. So the more you know.
It all makes sense. Let's talk about the boarding groups.
Yeah, how do you get onto Rise of the Resistance?
Well, you have to get a boarding group. You have to show up. You have to get into a virtual queue for the ride. You can't just like walk up and get in line.
Yeah, but that's how it was before.
Thumbs are ready.
Are you in? Is anybody in?
No. Oh my God, mine's not loading. Mine's not loading. Mine's not loading.
Wait, go,
Continue.
Go, go, go,
Find out more. Join boarding group.
How many people do we have here?
7. We're in?
Got it.
I can't hit continue.
We're already in a boarding group.
Group 34. I'm already in.
That's how it was before. And since the parks had reopened, they actually changed the boarding groups to 3 times per day. So you had 3 separate chances. It's changed again. Now you only get 2. So you could try to get a boarding group at 10 a.m. and at 2 p.m.
They also made it easier because there's an estimated time of arrival for you to return.
That's cool. So high tech.
That said, that ride breaks down so often.
But that's still nice to have. So if you get your boarding group and you want to I was going to say if you wanted to go to a different park, but you can't even do that during.
Yeah.
If you want to go back to your hotel
Go get dinner.
and wait, that's nice. I like that. If you've never been on Rise of Resistance before, or you want to just find out the best tips on how to get that boarding pass, check out some of our Rise of the Resistance videos, because we went on a few times before the world shut down, and we have some pointers that you might want to know if you've never done it before.
Yeah. Ignore the part where you have to be there before rope drop and stand in large crowds of people.
Yeah, just that part doesn't exist anymore, but everything else does with your phone does.
Yeah. Before we get to that new Cantina, I want to thank our Patreons. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. That includes Kendall, Helmstetter, Gelner, Gerardo, Kent, and Jason Smithson. Thank you guys. Disney is working with the ILM X Lab on this new virtual reality game experience called Star Wars Tales from Galaxy's Edge.
It looks so cool.
Yeah, let you explore Batuu beyond Black Spire Outpost, and I'm guessing it's going to expand the lore in a really satisfying way. Recently, they released a new featurette for this game experience that introduced a new bar to Batuu.
Ooh.
Sleazel Stacks. Sleazel Slacks. What, Disney? What do you do with these names? Sleazel Slacks. Sleazel Slack.
No, Sleazel Slacks.
Sleazel Slacks.
Sleazel Slacks.
And that is called Sleazel Slacks Cantina.
Ooh, a new cantina.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
It's run by the six-eyed alien played by Bobby Monahan.
Awesome.
Who, by the way, we saw when we first went to
That's so
Edge.
funny. Yeah, if you've never seen that, we saw him for a second when we were there for the first time.
Yeah. The concept art for this cantina shows that it is located to the left of Oga's Cantina, and it's a little bit higher up. So when you look out the open window in the concept art, you can see the distinctive ship docked at Docking Bay 7, that one above it. Here's the interesting thing. The original plans for Galaxy's Edge had a restaurant, a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah.
It was located to the left of Oga's Cantina, and it would have had a dinner theater concept. They still have the room for that. Currently, that area is used for the overflow line for the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run attraction. If you've ever been in the overflow line of that, then you've seen these shipping containers. It looks like an empty parking lot with shipping containers. It's not that exciting. There was a rumor going around for a while that they had planned to have a more premium bar experience above that restaurant.
Oh, so is that Sleazel Slacks Cantina, you think?
I don't know. There were some rumors that were saying it was going to be a Club 33 in Batuu. There was other rumors saying that it could be part of the Galactic Starliner experience. That it would be more exclusive, and it was going to overlook the Millennium Falcon. So you could be drinking beers and cocktails and whatever, and you'd be overlooking
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Especially at night, that'd be really cool.
I think that eventually there is the possibility of us getting that sit-down dinner theater, and they could build that bar on the second level. But
Yeah.
we'll get to explore it first in this game.
Yeah. Speaking of Oga's Cantina, Disney World recently added this thing called a mobile dine walk-up waitlist. Basically what this means is it's a virtual waitlist to get into select restaurants all around Disney World, and Oga is one of those places. So you no longer have to go up to a human and tell them, hey, can I get on the waitlist? Now you could all do it virtually through the My Disney Experience app on your phone, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. That said, I would say if you're planning on going to Oga's, I'm guessing it's still not going to be easy to get in.
Oh,
So
yeah.
get your reservation in. In our last video, we showed you that they added plexiglass to a lot of like the walkways. The plexiglass is added any place that two guests would come within 6 feet of each other. They have added some more plexiglass dividers. This
Yeah.
time they added them to the ITS shuttle that brings you from Batuu into space.
So before we talk about the newest Legacy Lightsaber that's coming to Galaxy's Edge, I wanted to tell you guys about these animated shorts on YouTube. They're called Star Wars Galaxy of Adventures. They've been going on since The Force Awakens came out. Normally what they were is just animated shorts kind of retelling the Star Wars stories.
Yeah, iconic Star Wars moments from the movies, like, you know, Luke learning that Darth Vader is his father or something like that.
So iconic.
Yeah.
Well, they recently came out with 3 new animated shorts all about Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, there's one set around Batuu, there's one for Rise of the Resistance, and there's also one for Smuggler's Run.
But the cutest one is all about a porg.
Yeah. Chewbacca's Porg friend gets loose and
Yeah.
is running around Galaxy's Edge. It's so much fun.
It is, and they're really short. Like, they're literally like a minute long. So I highly, highly recommend you guys go check it out because it's honestly one of the best things to happen in all of 2020 so far. Right? Like, I've watched it like 5 times already.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably right.
All right, enough about porgs. Let's talk about the lightsaber.
So a week ago, we were all supposed to be at Star Wars Celebration. That did not happen because of the pandemic. I think they were going to announce some stuff there, like that new Spire. They were also going to probably announce this Legacy Lightsaber.
Yeah.
But instead, it happened on the Disney Parks Instagram stories account. And it had Ashley Eckstein, who voices Ahsoka Tano in the animated series. She's also the person that created her universe.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Let's play that clip right now.
Hey, Doc. You said you have something for me? Is this it? Thank you so much. Okay, so Doc has a surprise for me. Oh my gosh, these are Ahsoka's Clone Wars lightsabers. These are beautiful. What, Doc? Oh my gosh, Doc says these were the first Legacy lightsabers that change color. They change from green to blue. Really? Oh, okay. These are going to be available here this fall at Dok-Ondar's Den of Antiquities, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Thank you so much, Dok-Ondar, and may the Force be with you.
How freaking awesome are those lightsabers?
Yeah, they are really cool, and they already sold Ahsoka's lightsabers in Dok-Ondar's previously, but it was the ones from Star Wars Rebels. But these new ones are not the white ones. They're the ones from the Clone Wars. We don't know how much they're going to be sold for. The old ones were $199 for the pair. These are, I'm guessing, going to be similar price,
Yeah.
but they're coming sometime this fall.
How exciting. And they change colors.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the coolest part to me.
I'm wondering if that means that they'll come out with new kyber crystals that'll be like multicolored, and you can like put them in your sabers and have you change colors on the blades.
We need all the colors. We need all the color changing crystals. Give them all to us, please.
If you haven't seen all of our previous adventures to Batuu, we'll put a whole playlist right over on the side.
Check
for
it
you.
out. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool videos. We did a whole video on the differences between the version of Disneyland and Disney World. We were at the grand opening with celebrities.
We ate like so much of the new food and drinks.
Yes, so check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next adventure.